Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world. Today cycled on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Ramsey Enoch Abu. A quick reminder that Global Television is on the STV channel 365 and Star Times 276. President Bola Tinubu has departed Abuja for a two-nation visit to Japan and Brazil, with a brief stopover in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, as part of efforts to expand Nigeria's economic and diplomatic partnership. President Tinubu's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says the visit will begin with his participation in the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, holding in Yokohama, Japan, from August 20 to 22. Onanuga also said the president will join the African leaders in discussion with Japanese government officials, investors, and development agencies to foster stronger trade and technology collaboration. Governor Hope Uzodinma had charged local government officials in Imo State to strengthen grassroots institutions as a means of driving real change and sustainable development. He made the call at the opening ceremony of a three-day retreat on public sector governance in Owerri. Amarachi Ibe reports.
The retreat gathered council chairmen, administrators, and grassroots stakeholders from across the state for 3 days of intensive training and dialogue. With the theme, Enhancing Local Government Governance for Sustainable Development, the program is organized by the Progressive Institute in partnership with the Ministry for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Declaring the event open, Governor Hope Uzodinma urged participants to develop practical strategies that will make the local government more effective in meeting the needs of the people.
So we have to establish clear goals and objectives for public organizations and aligning resources to achieve them. Key factors such as accountability, transparency, efficiency, and integrity are essential for achieving effective public sector governance.
Director General of the Progressive Institute, Dr. Olarewaju Adebayo, described the retreat as a critical step in equipping officials with modern governance skills for improved grassroots service delivery.
Discuss issues such as procurement, public financial management, public service rules, policy process and communication, and today we discussed lawmaking process and revenue generation, all aimed at ensuring that our elected leaders perform optimist towards developing the states. And this is a manifestation, sir, of your character.
In an address of welcome, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Ruby Emele, commended Governor for prioritizing the professional development of local government officials.
Your Excellency, we can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. I believe by the time they are done with this, they will go home with more capacity, increased productivity, and Imo State will be better for it.
The retreat continues with a focus on boosting grassroots governance and is expected to produce actionable strategies for stronger local institutions in Imo State. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Ahead of its national elective convention scheduled for November 15th and 16th in Ibadan, Oyo State, the People's Democratic Party has inaugurated a 44-member zoning committee, charging it to make decisions that will shape the party's future and restore public confidence. At the inauguration ceremony in Abuja, acting national chairman Umar Damagun said the panel, chaired by Bayelsa State Governor Diodiri, would ensure fairness in allocating national working committee positions. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps says it has deployed 20,850 personnel to ensure protection of lives and critical national assets and infrastructure for this Saturday's by-elections. This is contained in a statement by the Defense Corps Public Relations Officer, Babatunde Afolabi in Abuja, saying the Corps Commandant General Ahmed Audu who deploy the personnel said they were deployed to ensure a hitch-free by-election in the 16 constituencies across 12 states of the Federation. The federal government has launched the Tertiary Institution Staff Support Fund and a landmark welfare and empowerment initiative for academic and non-academic staff in Nigeria's tertiary institutions. A statement issued by the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, described the fund as a direct response to the welfare and professional growth needs of the nation's tertiary institution workforce. Alausa stated that Tertiary Institutions Staff Support Fund is a joint initiative of the Federal Ministry of Education and the Tertiary Education Trust Fund implementation in partnership with the Bank of Industry. Cross River State Governor Bassey Otu has signed into law the Cross River State Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2025, injecting an additional 104 billion naira into the state's budget and raising the total 2025 physical outlay from 538 billion naira to 442 billion naira. Speaking during the signing ceremony at the State Executive Chamber, Governor's Office, Calabar, Otu described the supplementary budget as a strategic and deliberate intervention to respond to shifting macroeconomic realities and seize new investment opportunities in critical sectors. Goruba the Dun palm is regarded as the skull fruit known in northern Nigeria as an excellent brain superfood. Thought it originated from Egypt, is now cultivated and domesticated in Nigeria. Goruba is now used for different purposes ranging from tea to traditional medicine. Correspondent Idris Jibrin takes a look at the fruit as a rich source of sugar, protein and fats.
In Kano, dune fruit, otherwise known as goruba, is brought from Guru in Yobe State and other states across northern Nigeria.
In Kano, dune fruit, otherwise known as goruba, is brought up from Guru in Yobe State and other states across northern Nigeria. Goruba is actually brought from Guru, Machina and several other local governments in Yobe State, and many people do buy goruba to take care of their health-related problems.
The fruit is a popular component of tea preparation consumed for refreshment, regulation of body weight, and blood glucose.
Dune fruit tea is used to regulate blood pressure, body weight, and body glucose. And at the moment, several people used to come here to either buy the tea or the goruba itself.
For several years, many youth in Kano are involved in the business of dune fruits. They sell it in shops and along major streets in Kano State. They say the trade has been paying off, especially because it's used as traditional medicine, which cure various diseases.
We do sell goruba here, and there are many of us who earn a living through the business. It has helped us to take care of our several problems, which include helping our parents.
Experts say the use of goruba, either consumed as tea or raw fruit, has proven to be beneficial to people with blood-related diseases. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, federal government said it targets 10,000 women-owned export business by 2030. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that break. Now let's take you through the world of business, where Nigeria's headline inflation rate is for fourth consecutive month in July 2025 falling to 21% 22.88% from 22.22% in June, according to figures from the National Bureau of Statistics. The latest Consumer Price Index report released on Friday revealed that the July rate was 0.34%, points lower than previous month, and 11.52 percentage points below the 33.40% recorded in July 2024. Kano, the commercial city in northern Nigeria, has been a trade hub for grains in Texas since the colonial era, and today the resilient shoemaking business in Kofa Wambai Market employs hundreds of thousands of people working at various stages of the manufacturing process. Global TV correspondent Idris takes a first-hand look at the business in action.
Inside Kofar Wambai Market in Kano lay sheets of leather in plain sight waiting to be processed into footwears of various sizes and designs. The art of shoemaking is known to be an ancient trade in Kano, dating as far back as the 11th century. On daily basis, hundreds of youth, including women, spend time on various stages of shoemaking, such as cutting the leather, applying gum to leather materials, and shaping the different animal skin. Leather materials dyed locally in different colors are used to make footwears of different sizes, from relatively simple to very complex. Bags and other leather materials are also made here.
I have been doing this business for several years, and we do produce all kinds of shoes, bags, and other leather materials.
Ali Sidi is one of the shoemakers. Inherited from his father, Ali has been benefiting from the trade for the past 35 years and is now passing it to his children.
For 35 years, I have been making shoes in this market. I learned it from my father, and I'm now teaching my children.
Over the years, shoemakers in Kano say sales have been good, but the insufficient supply of raw materials, inadequate capital, and lack of government intervention are threatening their production capacity.
Sincerely, we started this business from Kurmi Market, and with the advent of foreign shoes, we migrated to this place, but we are now threatened by the lack of government intervention.
With increasing opportunity in the trade, there is no doubt that more improved quality footwears can be produced only when importation of foreign shoes is completely banned. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
The Federal Inland Revenue Service has extended by 3 months the deadline for firms to onboard and transit to the National E-Invoicing Solution. Chief of Staff to FIRS Executive Chairman Tayo Kolosho disclosed this in Lagos at a 2-day e-invoice post-go leave workshop. Kolosho, who was represented by Director Change Management at FIRS, Emmanuel Eze, says the agency has made significant progress since the e-invoicing solution for large taxpayers officially went live on 1st August 2025, adding that the extension is not intended as an opportunity for delay but rather as a crucial chance for stakeholders to complete integration, test transmission, and resolve any system readiness issues well ahead of enforcement. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission says it is taking bold steps to reclaim the country's dominant position in Africa's oil and gas investment space after its share of sub-Saharan Africa's upstream inflows plunged from 44% in 2014 to 30% in 2022. Speaking at the 50th anniversary conference of the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Exportionists in Lagos, Commission Chief Executive Benga Komolafe said the agency newly unveiled regulatory action plan is designed to serve both as a corrective and catalyst for attracting fresh capital into Nigeria's upstream sector. And now on the foreign scene. In a Moscow tourist shop, Russian nesting dolls featuring the face of Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump lined up next to each other. The Russian leader standing slightly taller than his American counterpart. Hopes are high in the Russian capital that Friday's summit in Alaska will bring the two men even closer together, paving the way to ending the conflict with Ukraine, triggered by Moscow's February 2022 military offensive. I think that positive decisions will be taken at the summit. The war that is going on will end, says Boris, a 60-year-old tax inspector working along Moscow's Fan Abat Strait. Russian President Vladimir Putin hailed North Korean troops sent to fight in Ukraine as heroic in a letter to Kim Jong-un, North Korean state media reported Friday. In a letter making the announcement anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japanese rule, Putin recalled how Soviet Red Army units and North Korean forces fought together to end Japan's colonial occupation. The bond of military friendship, goodwill, and mutual aid, which were consolidated in the days of the war, long ago remain solid and reliable even today, Putin said in a letter reviewed by North Korean state media. United States President Donald Trump and Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to meet in Alaska in a high-stake, high-risk summit that could prove decisive for the future of Ukraine. Putin will step onto Western soil for the first time since his order the invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, a war that has killed tens of thousands of people and on which Russia has not relented, making rapid gains just before the summit. And now to the world of sports. Liverpool will begin their defense of their Premier League title tonight against Bournemouth in what promised to be an emotional evening at Anfield, with the family of Diogo Jota set to be present for a special tribute. The match marks the Reds' first league game since the tragic death of Jota and his brother Andre Silva in a mad road traffic accident in July. Ahead of kickoff, tribute will be paid to the pair, with Jota's wife, children, and wider family expected to be in attendance. Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State has announced the retirement of the legendary number 5 jersey worn by the late Nigerian football icon Christian Chukwu during his career with Rangers International. The governor made the declaration during the night of tribute held. This was in honor of the former Super Eagles captain and head coach who passed away on April 12 at the age of 74. Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade is on the radar of French Dakar giants Paris Saint-Germain. Ajibade is a free agent after leaving Spanish Liga F club Atletico Madrid in June following the expiration of her contract. The 24-year-old will increase the number of Nigeria at PSG to 2, with midfielder Jennifer Echegini already a key member of the PSG squad. That's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Thank you for watching.